Hey guys, so today I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking about my top favorite animes. So a lot of you guys have actually asked me to make like a list of animes that I really liked. So I decided to kind of just make a video about it, which I'm really excited about because I mean, who doesn't like just sitting around talking about their favorite animes? But I actually got this video idea from McKenna, and she has a YouTube channel and she has 2 videos talking about her favorite animes, and I definitely got a lot of good recommendations from her, so please go check her out. She describes animes really well and I feel like she's just really articulate about it, so her videos will be really good. I hope that I can get like my summaries across and stuff well, but you guys know that I'm not very good at talking. But you guys, if you have any anime recommendations, please comment them down below. I really want new animes to watch, and you guys can like look at each other's comments and see if there are any new animes that you want to watch. And I mean, this is gonna be the best comment section ever. But anyways guys, I really hope that you like this video. If you do, please give me a like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I told you guys before that the main animes that I watch are like action, adventure, and recently like romance. So a lot of these are in those categories, but I'm looking to like expand genres in 2017 because I will admit that I'm very close-minded when it comes to different genres. Just because like I'm really used to like a certain thing, and I know I need to branch out because there's so many great animes out there that are about totally different things. Oh, and psychological thrillers. I really like those too, but those can kind of get a little scary for me. But yeah, so most of these animes are in like the action, adventure, romance section. So I hope that you guys like it. So you guys probably all know that the first anime that I'm going to talk about is my absolute favorite, and it's Attack on Titan. I think I've said this like 1 million times, but it's just my favorite, and I haven't found anything else that has beaten like my love for it. I just am so obsessed with it, and I've been waiting so long for the next season that I feel like I'm going to break. Like I feel like what am I supposed to do? I'm just waiting for this anime. Whatever. So this is definitely like an action anime. It's basically about this world where humans are now like confined into these like concentric circle cities, basically trying to defend themselves with these huge walls from these monsters called Titans, and the Titans basically eat people. This is, by the way, a very gory anime, so if you guys like kind of get sick or like don't really like a lot of blood and like killing and stuff, like I wouldn't recommend watching this. It is very gory. Like when I first watched it I was like, but like after a while I kind of got used to it, and it's a really good anime. So if you can get used to it, I would recommend it. But if you get kind of like queasy, it might not be your thing. Anyway, so basically these Titans eat people, and so the humans are trying to defend themselves from them by they have like this army that researches them and like goes out and defends the city and blah 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 blah. But it's mainly focused, like the plot is mainly focused on Eren, who is this kid who watches his mom get eaten by a Titan when he's young, and so he basically vows to avenge her and get rid of all the Titans. So he joins like the army that defends and researches them, or not defends them, defends humans, researches the Titans. But there's like another whole story behind all of that. That's like a mystery that they're trying to solve too. It's very like, I don't know, it's very riveting. It's a lot more than just killing Titans and stuff like that, although that is like a really cool aspect of it. There's like so much more to it, and I don't want to give too much away, so you should definitely just go watch it. Sorry, I'm getting really tongue-tied because I'm just really passionate about this anime, so I definitely 9,000% recommend this anime. It's so good, and if that doesn't convince you, there is a very handsome character named Captain Levi in it, and he's amazing, and I guarantee you will fall in love with him. Okay, so moving on from Attack on Titan, my second favorite anime is called Blood Plus. This is also an action anime, and it's about this girl named Saya, and she lives like a very seemingly normal life until one day this monster comes and attacks her, and out of nowhere this guy comes, and his name is Haji, and basically tells her like, you need to kill this monster, and he makes her drink his blood, and then for some reason, like a reflex, she just goes into this zone and like kills the monster. And basically that's how it begins, and then from there on you just kind of are watching her and figuring out what her past life was, and her trying to figure out who she is and what her purpose is, and also like her role in eradicating all the monsters and the source of it. And it's just so unique and it's so good. This one's also a little bit gory, so I'm just letting you know that, but I really recommend it. It's one of the most unique animes that I've ever watched, and I really loved it. So most of you guys have probably heard of this next one. My third favorite anime is called Full Metal Alchemist. Basically, it's about these two brothers, Edward and Alphonse. I'm really sorry if I'm not pronouncing the second one right, but I think that's how you say it. Basically, it's about them two, and Edward is a really young and brilliant alchemist, and when his mother dies, he wants to bring her back. So him and his brother try and do human transmutation, which is a forbidden act, and it goes like something unexpected happens for Edward, and he, like his brother, almost like has to be sacrificed fully, and then Edward kind of thinks quickly and basically sacrifices his limbs to bind Alphonse's soul into a suit of armor. So after that, Edward becomes a full metal alchemist of the state, and it basically follows him and Alphonse's journey to find the Philosopher's Stone, and this stone is supposed to make him more powerful and hopefully return Alphonse to his original body. But there's like a lot of things that go on and a lot of things that they learn, and it's just focusing on their journey to find the Philosopher's Stone and what they learn from that. It's really good. It's very action focused, and like the bond between the brothers is like honestly so beautiful, and it like made me tear up a lot in the anime because it's just like, it's just so heart-wrenching sometimes, and you can really feel stuff in this anime. So I highly recommend this one as well. I bet you guys have like seen it already, but I had to talk about this one because I just remember watching it and just like I felt so many things. So yeah, I love this anime. Alright, so the next anime that I love is called Tokyo Ghoul, and basically it's set in Tokyo, and these beings called ghouls and humans exist, and ghouls are these beings that eat people, and the scariest part is that they can disguise themselves as humans. So basically that's the world they are set in, and it follows the story of a boy named Ken Kaneki, and he meets this girl named Riza, and he's very attracted to her because they like the same things, until they go on a date and he finds out that she's a ghoul, and basically she causes him to become a half ghoul, half human, and then he gets rescued by a girl named Tuka, and I think that's how you say it. And then basically the story from there is how he has to live in this state where he's like half human, half ghoul, like trying to live in both worlds, and also struggling to figure out how he can protect the ones he loves. And it's really full of action. It's so good, and yeah, I love it. Sorry if my descriptions are a little bit long. I'm gonna try and shorten them a little bit because otherwise we'd be here all day. And I'm also like, I made a huge list of animes that I want to talk about, but I'm having to kind of cut some out because I feel like this video is going to be like 30 minutes long. So yeah. This next anime I actually just finished watching. I binged it in like 2 days because it was so good, but it's called Noragami. It's basically about this like very not well-known god named Yato, and he's trying to become famous with a lot of worshippers and with a shrine. So he calls himself the delivery service god, and basically he tries to get his name out there by writing his name everywhere and his phone number, and people will call him and pay him for a service. Anyway, so one day he's walking across the street and a truck almost is about to hit him, and this girl named Yuri, not knowing he's a god, thinks he's about to die, so pushes him out of the way to save him, and then she gets hit by the truck. She survives, but as a result of that, her soul just keeps leaving her body randomly, so she demands that Yato fix her body, but then he tells her that he needs a partner, a regalia, to do so. Then they find Yukine, who is now his partner, and basically it just follows the three of them on their journey to fix her body. Is not really a priority, but like to fix her body, but mostly just like figure out who Yato is, and like the world of the gods and everything. And it's full of action. It's so funny, so heartwarming, and yeah, I really love it. Now I'm going to move on to the romance category, and my first favorite in this category is actually, you guys already know, it's Kamisama Kiss. I talk about it all the time. So this anime focuses on this girl named Nanami, and basically she loses her mother passes away, and her father has a gambling addiction, so he runs away and she now has no home. And she runs into this man by saving him from this dog, and he tells her, go to this address, you can live here, and kisses her on the forehead. So she goes to the address and she figures out that it is not a home, it's a shrine. So she then learns that the man she talked to is actually the land god, and he made her the new land god by kissing her on the forehead and gave her his shrine. So now she has to become the land god and assume all of its duties. But the romance part is she actually runs into the previous land god's familiar, Tome Away. So Tome Away is a fox demon that was the previous land god's familiar, and he refuses to become Nanami's because he hates humans. And then basically they go through like this scuffle, and then she forces him to become her familiar, and the story focuses on them, like their relationship, the transition of her becoming the new land god, and like his backstory and stuff like that. It's kind of cheesy sometimes, but I don't know, it's not like, the reason I didn't like romance animes was because they were so cheesy, but this one was like cheesy in a different way. And I mean, Tome Away, like, he's just my weakness. Like, I have a weakness for hot anime guys with silver hair and troubled past, and he just fits the bill, and I love him so much. So if you need an excuse to watch this anime, Tome Away. Tome Away is your excuse. You will fall in love with him, I guarantee it. The next anime is a little more serious than Kamisama Kiss. It is called Your Lie in April. It's basically about this boy who's a piano prodigy, but once his mother passes, he abandons the piano because he can't hear himself play the piano anymore. Like, he physically cannot hear it anymore. But he can hear everything else. He's not deaf. It's just like when he plays the piano, he can't hear the keys. So he abandons the piano for a while until one day he meets this girl named Kaori, I think that's how you say it. And she's an amazing violinist, really unorthodox for a musician, as like the anime portrays her. And they basically form this bond, and it kind of goes through his journey of getting back into the piano and how she helps him. And it honestly, it surprises you, like the anime surprises you, and it hurts you, and it makes you feel so many things. So I really highly recommend it. Their bond is really special, and I really love that anime. So the last anime I'm going to talk about was actually suggested to me by you guys, and it's Yuri on Ice. I'm so happy you guys suggested it to me because I would have never pushed myself to watch it without you guys, and I'm so glad I did because it's so good. But anyway, Yuri on Ice focuses on Yuri, who is a competitive figure skater. He's really talented, but because of like his anxiety and stuff, he loses at a competition called Grand Prix. And after that crushing defeat, he basically kind of stops skating for a while. He then returns home and tries to get back into skating and skates at this old rink where someone takes a video of him and posts it online, and it goes viral. The video is seen by his idol, who is also a competitive figure skater, really famous, from Russia, named Victor. So then Victor, after seeing the video, is really inspired and decides to become Yuri's coach for the next Grand Prix final, and the anime basically focuses on their journey, on like training for it and everything, and on their blossoming relationship. So I was watching McKenna's anime favorites. I'm gonna link it down below, and she basically says that everything that you want to happen in a romance anime actually happens in Yuri on Ice, and that is so true. It's so good. Alright guys, so those were all my favorite animes. I actually didn't list a lot of them, especially like Bleach and Naruto and stuff like that, because a lot of you guys have already seen those, but I will definitely leave like a little extra list down below of ones that like are my favorites as well. I just didn't put them in because the video would have been really long, and those are really popular ones that a lot of you have already heard of, so I didn't think that I needed to go through them. But yeah, I really hope that you guys like this video. Please share your video or anime recommendations down below, because I'm always looking for new ones. I'm actually currently watching one called Drifters. Pretty gory, really actiony, really great so far, so I recommend that one as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please give me a like if you want me to make another one of these, or if you just like the video, and subscribe if you want to. And yeah. Okay guys, we wish you luck on binge watching a ton of anime, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye! Do 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 do.